Just Dino shorts.
The only way to fly.
Hello everyone, Tom here from the Dean Martin Association. I thought I'd just use this Just Dino short to talk about a few of the items I've kind of collected from Dean Martin's restaurant and from other kind of bits and pieces as well of Dean Martin's that I've collected over the years. So Dino's Lodge, I run the Instagram page for Dino's Lodge at Dino's Lodge, and I put loads of information and lots of pictures, and any times it crops up in the back of a movie or video somewhere, I try and hunt it down and I post it. I don't know why, it's just some weird little thing that I really love about that kind of part of Dean Martin's life from 58 to 62, when Dean Martin was really involved in the restaurant. It went for many years later, up until the 80s, but that particular section up until 62 really was the heyday of Dino's Lodge, because Dean Martin was heavily involved in it. And yeah, before it was Dino's Lodge, it was actually the Alpine Lodge, and this is one of the matchbooks from the Alpine Lodge. And the owners kind of thought, well, it's not doing as well as maybe it should. Let's pull in a celebrity, try and get some celebrity friends in there. And they approached Dean Martin, made him an offer he couldn't refuse. And then, hey, we have Dino's Lodge. And that's then the matchbook that became in Dino's Lodge, and they even had a little matchbox, still got the matches in there, and a little sugar cube, which was actually given to me by Alison Martino, who runs the Vintage Los Angeles page on Facebook and Instagram. She's absolutely fantastic. Her collection of Dean Martin stuff is unparalleled, as is her knowledge for anything Los Angeles related, vintage Los Angeles related. She has kind of things from restaurants that have long gone. She has items, she has matchbooks, lighters, cups, banners, everything. It's really, really impressive. So if you haven't already checked her out, check out Alison Martino on Instagram and Facebook. It's brilliant, at Vintage Los Angeles. So thank you, Alison. And a few of the other items. I have a Dino's Lodge plate here, which was made by the Caribe manufacturer, which was based in Puerto Rico, and there's like a larger oval one as well, but this took me quite a while to find, and actually I bought it off a lovely lady named Kim, so it's obviously still in my collection, and it's just fantastic because it's very hard to find these plates. As kind of being British, it's very hard to. I think everything from here, bar the wood hue, came from the US, so it's kind of exceedingly difficult to try and find stuff here in the UK. Not many people are fussed about a restaurant that shut down 40 years ago, so maybe it's just me. As I say, the Fabergé wood hue as well. This was Dean Martin's cologne, which is very, very cool, and I had to wait to find this in the UK because obviously not allowed to ship perfumes or anything like that. But I mean, it's a wonderful scent. It's very, very, very powdery, but with a wonderful little sweet spice underneath. It's fantastic. It's kind of how you'd expect Dean to smell. Very nice, very warm. It's a lovely, lovely scent there. This here is a napkin. I've just put it into kind of like a perspex, like a magnetic perspex case. But that's one of the napkins. Here is a postcard-sized menu, and it was just to kind of take an easier step than to maybe ship this huge menu from Dino's Lodge. And I mean, it is enormous. You definitely kind of weren't missing any of the prices on here. For example, if you wanted the jumbo shrimp al curry with wild rice, it was $4. So I mean, take that as you will. So yes, and you know, obviously it's got marks and fingerprints and Lord knows what on there, but I think that's fantastic because for me that shows it was in the restaurant for many years, and it was used, and who knows who it was used by. You know, that could be a bit of John Wayne's dinner down there. who knows? So yes, I think it's very cool, and I love this menu. It took me a long time to find this menu, so yeah, I'll probably be buried with it. And then these two next to it. So they had obviously a lot of music at the restaurant, and that was provided mostly by Jack Elton and Steve Lefevre, and they were the bassist and pianist at Dino's Lodge. They obviously accompanied a lot of the mostly female singers that were there, and they released this album, which is very cool. And so I have two versions. I have this opened one, which I listen to fairly regularly. It's very cool. It's just very jazzy. There's no voice. It's just instrumental. And I have a sealed one as well, which was actually the first one I got, and I just couldn't bring myself to open it and listen to it, even though it wasn't online at all. I just couldn't bring myself to open it and listen to it. So I was very happy when I got this already opened one, and I actually digitized and put it onto YouTube. So if you type in Dino's Lodge, an evening at Dino's Lodge, it will come up and you can actually listen to it. Before that, it was nowhere online, so that was pretty cool. People can now go and listen to what it was like to sit inside Dino's Lodge. And yeah, this was one of the postcards. There's a very cool ashtray there as well. Very vintage looking, and very, I mean, it's pretty neat to have an ashtray from anywhere, as they're kind of dying out, I guess, from people not smoking inside. So, I mean, that's most of the items that I have. Bar this is like a little golf ball from when Dino started up a golf ball kind of. It says Dino's brand number 8 there. Yeah, he made some branded golf balls, which is pretty cool. And I guess the only other thing would be this old thing here, which was a shirt owned and worn by the man himself. Yes, this probably I will be buried in. I'm about the same height, 5'10", as Dean Martin. Maybe about the same chest size, so maybe I should probably try the shirt on and just make sure it fits before then. But yes, this was actually, so when Dean Martin divorced Catherine Horn, he kind of just left all of his stuff, and Catherine Horn put it into some black bags, gave it to Dean Martin's chauffeur and said, get rid of these. And his chauffeur was like, well, obviously I'm not going to just throw them away. This is Dean Martin's stuff. Obviously, maybe someone's going to want it. And they did, me. So he put them up for auction, and I managed to get one of his shirts in auction, which is just amazing. And it comes with like a certified certificate of authenticity and a little signed thing from Catherine Horn as well that says, yes, this was Dean Martin's collection. This was in Dean Martin's collection. So it's very cool. It says custom shirts, Edward Fox, Beverly Hills, California. And I've also bought a little Dean Martin signature as well, an original signature, which I put at the bottom there as well, just so everyone knows exactly who it is, so no one opens it up and washes it. So that's most of the collection. I kind of hope you enjoy a little bit of seeing some of my random bits and pieces. I know that my fiance thinks it's a bizarre thing to collect, but I mean, I love all these little items, and I have them displayed very proudly on my shelf in my office. So this is nice actually. I've taken them all down and I get to dust them off a little bit. But if you have any questions, or you want to know any more, or you have any photos of the restaurant in North Bay Village, because I can't find any, bar the two that are on this postcard and the little illustration on the back, it's like the restaurant never existed. It was very small, and in a background of a video about Happy Stalks, there was a bombing at Happy Stalks, and they're interviewing one of the owners, and you can see Dean Martin in the background, and it's obviously the building there. Happy Stalks was their neighbour. So if you have any photos of the exterior of that, my word, please send them to me. Please, I beg and implore you. But until then, if you have any other questions about Dino's Lodge, I'm more than happy to ask. Likewise, if you have any items that you want to sell, I might be interested in buying them as well. Who knows? I just have to sneak them into the collection. But that's all from me now. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this Just Dino short.
Click on our logo to subscribe to our official YouTube channel. Why not become a member of the DMA today? You can get free access to our exclusive members-only magazine and our Facebook page. Visit DeanMartinAssociation.com and head to Become a Member. The Dean Martin Association. For Dino. For you. For the good times.